Good morning, everybody. It's November the 23rd, about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm back on the AT. Exactly where I stopped at last time. And if you remember, I had that rock that I'd picked up from that memorial for Bama hiker. I actually stashed that rock right in that crevice, and it's still there. So I'm gonna pick it up and pack it along with me on this hike. So COVID put a little bit of change of plans in the hiking situation over the summer, so I wasn't able to take a couple of my trips that I could have. So now I'm actually a little bit behind where I wanted it to be, and COVID's still around, but I think we know quite a bit more about it than we did in in the summer. So I feel pretty confident with being outside and not being around many people that shouldn't need that face mask for very much of this trip. So we'll see if my legs remember how to do this. It's been about a year since I ended the last time.
Life is ours, we live it our way.
We're about a mile in, and we've reached Green Corner Road, and up that way is a hostel called Standing Bear, which is probably one of the most popular hostels on the AT. Mainly, or I guess my theory is it's due to its proximity to the Smoky Mountain National Park. Because unless you go down to Gatlinburg, which is a pretty good haul, that's really your first option to resupply. So we're not going to check that out today. Maybe some other time. And then we're getting ready to start probably one of our hardest climbs for the whole trip. It's not very long, but I think it is the steepest based on the map. So we'll get reacquainted very, very quickly.
Forever trusting who we are.
Well, I made it up to Mike's Patch, which is one of the largest bald mountains, that is, on the AT. Right now I pretty much have the place to myself. That's pretty awesome. Sorry about the wind. I'm not sure how much you can hear.
Myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters.
Up of today, the day 16, November the 23rd of 2020. We did 17 miles today from Davenport Gap, or Little Pigeon Bridge, some people call it, to Roaring Fork Shelter, which is about 2 miles north of Mike's Patch, where I stayed and watched the sunset and took that time-lapse video. That was really cool. That's one of the cool things about being a section hiker, is you can kind of plan your trip around when the weather will prevail you to best see the highlights of the trail. So it's a tough trail today. It's up and down, a lot of climbing. Tomorrow is the same mileage, but it's kind kind of going the opposite direction. It's going down. So it should be an easier day, hopefully. But it's about 6:30. I'm here at the shelter all by myself. Will probably stay that way. It's pitch dark, as you can see. With getting no sleep last night, driving straight down here the 6 hours, and then another hour and a half with my shuttle driver, who I want to thank, by the way. Barry's a really cool guy. He was a Vietnam veteran and a musician and a contractor, so just a lot of cool things about the dude. Definitely want to use him again if I'm down this way. But between that hour and a half drive and then 16, 17 miles of hiking, it's gonna be an early bedtime, so we will catch you guys tomorrow. Good night. Checking in. It's day 17, November the 24th. I've went about 7.5 miles today. I'm at the top of Bluff Mountain, having some lunch. It's the last big climb for the day. We still have a lot of miles to do, but I think the majority of it is probably downhill, which could be a good thing, I guess, depending on how steep it is. Just got done eating some lunch here at this spot of rocks, and about 10 more miles left to do before we make it into Hot Springs. So we'll be staying there tonight if all goes as planned. It's not really as cold up here as what it looks like. I've got a sock cap on and jacket, but once you stop somewhere, you're kind of sweating, so it doesn't take long to get chilly. So we'll check in later. So I finally made it to Hot Springs. It's a welcome sight. I'll be looking forward to staying here tonight. So to give a quick wrap up of day 17, it is November the 24th, 2020. Went 17.6 miles from Roaring Fork Shelter to the Laughing Heart Hostel, which is where I am now. So for $35, this is kind of what you get. And a shower, which is worth every penny of the $35. That was part of dinner tonight, and will be part of breakfast in the morning before I head out. So there's a few southbounders here from Maine, so it's been kind of fun to talk to them, or talk to anybody for that matter, and kind of get their perspective and highlights of their trip so far. So I'm going to go hang out with them some more, relax, and then hopefully get a video uploaded since I have Wi-Fi. We'll check in with you guys tomorrow.